community, as well as possibly people from further afield. Suggestions that some of those involved in these protests may have come from mainland China, as well as, of course, the Hong Kong police have now decided that enough is enough. And I think we're going to see a concerted effort over the next day or two, at least to try to reclaim some of the streets that have been occupied now for more than 2 weeks.
With many protesters still asleep in the tents pitched across this 8-lane highway, the police were getting to work. A few of the barricades, built from commandeered crowd control barriers, were removed. "We're just taking back our property," the police said, not targeting the protesters themselves. And then, a few hours later, this large group began to march on the barricades. It included a large number of taxi drivers who say the protests are costing them business.
There is a sense now that Hong Kong's protracted standoff cannot continue indefinitely. The police have begun to test the strength of the barricades, albeit in a limited way, and the voice of those residents opposed to the pro-democracy movement is growing louder. They want their city back.
"Clear the road, uphold the law," they chanted. Some of them waved Chinese national flags. And for a few moments, it looked as if the police might lose control, as masked men fought for territory in the middle of one of the world's most important financial centres. But the line held, and eventually the hostile crowd were led away. The protesters, already rebuilding their barricades, believe the almost simultaneous action by the police and the crowd suggests a coordinated political attack.
I don't think it's a coincidence. I think definitely it's a plan. I won't judge anything, because I'm just a normal citizen, but I think it's kind of organized and we can all sense it.
It started as an ideological battle over how much democracy Beijing is prepared to give Hong Kong. The fear is growing that it may only be resolved by a physical fight.
Lucy, the police said today in their latest press briefing that they intend to retake Queensway. That's one of the main roads in the main protest centre, vital for public transport across Hong Kong. And they say that protesters there must not attempt to disrupt the police in that action, and that they may face arrest if they do. That is a clear indication that they are at least considering the use of force, and they say that they will do so soon. Now, we don't know whether that means tonight or tomorrow or later this week, but it is clearly an indication, again, that the police feel that they are under pressure to act and they intend to take back some of these streets. The protesters, on the other hand, say that they will not give ground. They believe this is a life and death fight for the future of Hong Kong, its independence, as well as the democratic principles they say that they are safeguarding, and nobody at this stage can really tell how this will go from here and whether it can indeed be resolved, as the police say, with minimum force and minimum violence.
John, thanks so much for the update from Hong Kong. We will, of course, keep you across events in the city throughout the evening. But for now, let's update you on what